thanks for joining me today. I have a new stamp set that I'd like to show you that I got from Stampin' Up! Using the mini catalog, August through December mini catalog, holiday catalog. This has some really great stuff in it. And one of the die sets I got was this one called Love of Leaves. And I passed this one over the first time when I ordered because I thought these were like really plain. But then I watched somebody do a video, I think it was Brandy, and she showed me how pretty they are when they're stamped out. And so I went back and I bought it. And then the other thing I fell in love with was this die. And this just adds some decorative stitching to your card panels. So really fun and kind of random. So I thought that was really cool. And so these dies, they cut and they emboss. And so that's why there's two pieces. So you can cut just the leaf shape, but you can also emboss the vein lines, the leaf veining right onto the shape, which is really cool. And I'll show you that. So this is the set we're going to be using today. And the colors are, let me get this out of the way. The colors are soft suede, old olive, crushed curry, and Cajun craze. And then the paper is going to be whisper white and crumb cake. And then I also have selected some papers from this Plaid tidings, also from this catalog. So let's get started. Okay. First thing we need to do is we're going to stamp out, oh, I should show you the card we're going to make. I haven't done that yet. This is the card we're going to make. And see what I mean about the stitching, the vein stitching? Isn't that pretty? I just love it. And then I also use the stitch rectangle dies, and then I put this little decal in there as just kind of an extra touch. I saw somebody do that, and I want to give credit, but I can't remember who it was. But I thought it was a really cool idea. And so this is the card we're going to create today. And the Happy Thanksgiving set is actually from an older Hero Arts stamp set that I have. I just thought, I love the script on the Happy Thanksgiving. And I know it's not from this particular stamp set, but I wanted to make it like a Thanksgiving type card or an autumn greeting kind of card. So here, let's get started then. And I'm going to get out my dies, or not my dies. I'm going to get out some paper and start inking these up. So let's see. So this leaf is going to get done in the Cajun craze, and then again in the old olive. So, and what I did to achieve the light texture is I second generation stamped it. So ink that up really good. I'm going to tap it off once lightly and then go to my paper with it. And I like to hold it for just a second to let it really absorb into the paper. And there you have it. See how much lighter that is than that one. And I love the imperfections of this. So depending on how much pressure you put, really makes a difference. And I love that. It just adds more character to it, I think. Okay, so I'm going to clean this guy off. And then I'm going to get out my old olive. Make sure he's clean. Stamp that really good. And press down pretty firmly. Beautiful. That one's done. Oh, sometimes these new ink pads are hard to close. They need to get worked over a bit more. Okay, next is going to be the maple leaf, I think, and the crushed curry. So let me clean this guy off. And grab that one. him on a block. There we go. I love this color. Am I gonna, nope, gonna have to do a second sheet. Oh, I almost did it without stamping it off too. That would have been really dark. Well, that's not, that's kind of pretty, that little design I just made. Beautiful. Clean him up. And then I've got one more leaf to do. And that's this little guy right here. And he's going to be done in the soft suede. And I'll put him on here. There. I love it. Okay, while we're stamping, I should probably do the sentiment. And, you know, we could do the sentiment with this set. We don't need to do that. We use the Hope Changes Everything set. And I just use the guides on this block to line it up so it's straight. Might get my hair in the way there for a second. Nope. And I pre-cut some strips that are going to be used in my paper puncher, which is that I'm going to use, which is right here. And this is the Banner Builder paper punch. Also got this just new. I love it. But I pre-cut some strips, and these fit really nicely. Like this goes in a this is a 1/2 inch section, and then it goes up to 3/4, which is what I have, and then it goes up to an inch wide. So you can do inch wide strips. But I chose the 3/4. So I might as well just punch that since I have it in there already. I get one end done so that I know where the flag's going to be. And I'm also going to stamp this in the soft suede since I have it out. And I'm just going to stamp this off once to make sure I like it. Yep. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, done with that. Now we're going to put this away. If I don't put these away right away, my hands end up in them. Guaranteed. And then I'm going to just trim off this edge a little bit. Pop that back in. Get in there. I might have cut that a little too short. I have to redo that because I don't like it, but I'll do that after. You guys get the idea for the demonstration. It'll work. It'll be fine. Okay, so now that's how I stamp these images. And then the way you position the dies, and I have some already pre-die cut for you, but I'll just show you how I do it real fast. Nope, it's not that one. So I lay this down over the top. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. So I lay it down, and then you see this little hole right here in the stem. If you line that up so you can see the stem through that hole, that gives you a pretty good guide. And then what I do is I tape that down just like that. And then this is the centerpiece. So you put that in face down. Oops, I just moved everything. And the centerpiece doesn't have to be positioned perfectly at all. In fact, I've done a couple of them that were a little bit wonky, and it looks kind of cool. So don't worry about perfection for sure. So I'm going to do 2 at once here. Get that in there. I'm going to take it to my big shot and adjust it a little bit. I have a magnet plate on my big shot, so sometimes the magnet makes it a little bit wonky. Okay, so here we are. And then you can see the veining in there. Isn't that cool? I love it. So that's how you use these die cuts. I saw some people had some questions the other day about them, and so I just wanted to show that really quickly. And I'm going to, I'm not going to finish die cutting the rest of these because I have some already done. I just didn't want to take the time to do all of that on camera. So, grabbing my other pieces now. I have everything ready to assemble. So what you're going to need are the 4 leaves, and then I'll show you how I use this blank one in a minute. A piece of paper strip from the Plaid Tidings, and this is 1.5 inches, I believe, wide. And then I double die cut this, so I die cut it first with the stitch dies rectangle, and then I die cut it using the lines, the dotted lines die that comes with the set. So grab my card base here, and this is Whisper White for an A2 card, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And so I'm going to just score this quickly at 4 1/4. That out of the way. And then I'm just going to use my Tombow glue and get this down. Yeah, that goes down first. Got some leaked out on me there. Then I put down the sentiment strip. Oops, and I haven't cut this perfect yet. It's not big enough to cut 5 1/2, which is a bummer. So I have to mark it so that it's precise. There, that should fit. Yep. I'm going to place that on there slightly offset to the left. And get that on there nice and straight. Okay, then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to pop it up with dimensionals. I thought I had... I'm going to use quite a few just because I don't want it to really sag. So I put the leaves on. There. I have dimensional tape backings everywhere. I have a little mini vacuum that I use to pick them all up at the end of the day. Okay, so now I'm just going to center this. I have to stand to do it. There, I think that looks pretty good. Get rid of that mess. Yeah, once you do the stamping, this card comes together really fast. Okay, then I just basically randomly positioned these leaves like that. And I didn't pop them up or anything. Now I'm going to put them down. And I like that it's off the edge of the inside white piece. I think that makes it look pretty cool. Oops. Don't forget that guy. Let's move him up a little bit. Oops, he's run off a little bit. There. And I could stick a dimensional right under there. I think I'm going to. Under both of them. Yeah. Just so that he stays nice and popped up. There. This guy needs a little bit more glue. And then the last one I just kind of tuck in on the side. Like that. And then we just throw the sentiment on the front. Oops. And I'm going to grab another one of these. There. See how pretty? I could put some rhinestones or something on it, but I don't know, I just liked it the way it was. So now for the inside, I pre-cut a panel using my stitched rectangle dies. That looks like this. And then what I'm going to do is take that blank one right here, and I'm just going to pop this down here in the corner for a little tiny accent. I just thought that would be cute. I saw somebody else do that and I had to copy it. So it's white on white and doesn't really distract the eye too much. Final step, glue in your insert. There you have it. Pretty, but it's called Love of Leaves, and it is on page 49 of the catalog. And if you would like to have this set to own yourself, I'd love to help you with that. See, these are some of the examples that they did. The dies leave a really nice stitched cutout too, so you could do something like that with it. You could get it for $47.50 if you bought the bundle. So that's that. And this is really, really versatile. You could do some sympathy cards with this set. You could do, you know, masculine happy birthday cards. You could do all kinds of things with this. Autumn greetings, happy Thanksgiving. So yeah, lots. I'm trying. Oh boy, my desk is such a mess. Lots to do with this card. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope I inspired you to make something. If you like this video, I would appreciate you hitting that little like button and subscribing so that you can stay in tune with future videos that I come up with. Thanks, everybody. Bye.